What's up, YouTubers? I just want to make a short video on cost of living in Guatemala. Cost of living isn't too much. I can only speak for a single person. I have a 2-bedroom apartment. As you can see, it's not bad. It's got a little kitchen there, bedroom, second bedroom, little place in the back for the pila. Anyhow, it doesn't really cost that much. It's about $150. But here you can expect to pay in Xela Guatemala like $150 to $200 for like an apartment like this. If you're willing to spend $300 to $500, you get a much nicer apartment. Let me see if I can adjust the camera a little bit. Nope, doesn't look like it. Anyhow, eating out in restaurants is not too bad. About 15 to 20 pesos at the low end, and like 35 to 60 pesos at the high end. And then a really super nice restaurant will cost you like 120, 150 on up. So all in all, it's not too bad. I can't tell you what electricity costs because I haven't got a bill yet. I've been here almost a year, so I haven't got a bill yet. I get kind of the high-speed internet, which to me ain't that high speed, but it's less than 200 Q, which is less than $30, but you can get internet cheaper. It just depends where you live. As it happens where I live, I can't get some of the other groups that are here because for some competition reason they're not allowed to put up Wi-Fi in my neighborhood. But you can expect to spend, I don't know, 15 to $30 for internet. You can expect to pay up to maybe $20 for electricity. And going out for a beer is a couple bucks, $3, $4. It just depends what kind of drinks you get. I don't go out to drink that much, so it's not really expensive. So for me, as a single person, living kind of a quiet life, you can expect to pay $500, $600 a month. Now for me, if I don't travel, I can live easily on $500 a month. Most months I don't even spend $500 a month. If I travel like to El Salvador, Honduras, or Mexico, then it can go up to $600, $700, $800. It just depends how many days I'm traveling and where I'm going. Generally speaking, Mexico is quite a bit cheaper than, say, parts of Mexico or parts of Honduras and El Salvador and Guatemala. Depends on the quality of hotels. I don't generally stay at the really low-end ones, but in Mexico I do, and it's quite a bargain. $8 to $12 for a hotel in Mexico for a private bathroom and Wi-Fi and all that, hot water. And I can't speak to too much else. Like if you like to do other activities, most activities are $20, $30 or less. Eating at a restaurant can be $5 to $10 at kind of the high end, $3 to $5 at kind of the low end. Street food is usually 15 Q or under $2. Buses here, the first class buses aren't really that expensive, but there's not a lot of choice of where the buses go. Excuse me. But like the chicken buses are really cheap. I don't think I've ever paid more than 30 Q to go, 4 or 5 or 6 hours. First class buses are like 70 Q, which is not bad. Now the problem here with transportation is taxes. Those are going to be quite a bit more expensive than what you may be used to, like say in Mexico. In Mexico, you can spend 30 or 40 pesos and go quite a long distance, whereas here you spend 30 or 40 Q, which is almost double the price. So taxes can be kind of expensive, but in a lot of cases they're necessary, at least for me. Shuttles are like $20, like to go from Xela from Xela to San Cristobal de las Casas in Mexico. That's maybe $30 now. They go up a little bit every year, but the shuttles are actually a good bargain. The first class buses are a good bargain too, but the trouble is there's usually one or two a day, and they're usually really early in the morning. And if you're at a hotel and you can't get a taxi to get there, you already paid for your ticket, you might be, shit out of luck on that. So you have to do a lot of planning. But most people I know who live here, I know people who live here on $300 or $400 a month. People live on $500 or $600 a month. In fact, I know families that live on that. I also know quite a few people who spend $1,000, $2,000. Now, to spend that kind of money, you probably have to live in Antigua or the city or the capital. If I was to live in the capital, I would live in the suburbs. Antigua is nice, but it can cost you quite a bit more. In fact, Antigua costs quite a bit more than San Cristobal de las Casas. So from that perspective, I think Antigua is about the most expensive place you're going to live in Guatemala. Anywhere else, you'll get by pretty cheap. So if you're a single person or you're looking to live on very little, expect to pay $300 to $600. I know $300 is kind of low, and people probably not going to believe me, but I can tell you there's people living on less than that here, or foreigners. And a lot of the teaching salaries are only $300 or $400, so it's doable. I don't know if you'd enjoy it though, but for $500 or $600, I have a pretty nice life, so I like it. And now it's just a short little video of what you can expect things to cost. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions on Guatemala, I'll try to put up a video on it. So like, share, subscribe. Thank you.